Frank at the stadium. Lincoln, I
Yes,
was
sir.
there,
Yes,
you know, a
sir.
little rowdy place, you know.
Yes,
So
sir.
Lincoln Financial Field, y'all play the Giants. Third time's a charm. All right. So talk to me about that game. What do you expect the outcome of that game to be?
Man, what I can't stand is the media right now gassing these Giants like they something that they not, man. Like that's what I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling it, man. Like
Okay.
no disrespect, no disrespect to the Vikings. We all knew what the Vikings were. We all knew what the Vikings were. They struggled through they closed games in the regular season. It was decent. And they won a lot of games, a lot of tight games. Games, a lot of them they shouldn't have won. Like they came back from 33-0 on the Colts. Like games that they shouldn't have won, they found ways to win. And I give them credit for that. But we all know their defense was terrible. 31st ranked defense in the league. Daniel Jones went in there and had a good day against the 31st ranked defense in the league. It was a playoff game. It was on the road, but it was the 31st ranked defense in the league. And we talking about this man like he Joe Montana. Like, come on, yo, like pump the brakes. I feel like Philly has beat this team twice already. The second game, if you don't want to count that, that's fine because they didn't have none of their guys playing, and we had a vanilla game plan going on. But we blew them out 48-22 in the first game. I don't think it's gonna be that bad this time, but I do think we beat them handily. I think we beat them by at least 2 possessions in this game. I really do. I think that our defense, the way we can create pressure, 70 sacks on a season, the way our secondary can turn over the football, second ranked secondary in the league, second ranked pass defense in the league. I feel like that's a tough adjustment to go from 31st to the second best defense in football. On the road in Philly, I think he gonna get smoked. He gonna turn the ball over a couple times, and we're gonna handle our business. My only concern is Jalen Hurts slightly with the
Mhm.
shoulder situation. Slight concern there, but he's off the injury report. So I'm feeling good about where we at, man. If I'm being truthful, and I don't mean to look completely ahead, but I'm looking at them Niners like, all right, we really might have to see these dudes. We really might have to see these dudes because I think they beat Dallas, and no bias there. I just think the 49ers defense would just be too much.
Mhm.
And I'm looking forward to that matchup more than anything. But we're gonna handle these Giants. All this talk about the Giants upset in Philly is crazy talk. Crazy.
Okay.
I think this is a valid question. Y'all bringing up Meek again?
Hey, we might. We
Hey,
might.
play
I
right.
think we should amp everybody up, man. I get us turned up. That's how you know we normally when he come out and perform and do something, we
Go
turn
out.
up. Play his music, something. So
Mhm.
I do got a question on one of the comments here. You said second best secondary in the league.
yes,
What's
sir.
second better than y'all's?
Well, pass defense, I mean, because y'all got no, we got number one pass defense.
Number
I'm
one.
thinking about overall. I'm thinking about overall. My fault. Because I'm thinking about y'all defense at number one. But we got the best pass defense in the league.
Yeah,
And so, like I said, going from 31st to first and
yeah.
second best overall in the league. Come on now.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Yeah. Y'all one got pieces in that secondary this off season. That's what y'all did. And then Garner Johnson is back too. So that's
Yes,
good.
sir.
Y'all healthy. All right,
Yeah.
Dave, talk to us.
So, I agree. I think the Eagles will win this game. But I'm not expecting them to win by 2 touchdowns. I'm saying by if they win by a big margin, I'll say maybe 10 points. 7 to 10 points is the margin they win by. But I'm thinking that they win by like 6 points. I think they win by two field goals. Um, the Giants are just a different team when it comes to playoff time. I understand it's a totally different team from when Eli Manning was there, but it's just something about this team whenever they reach the playoffs and they seem like underdogs. It's just Danny Downs played awesome in that game against the Vikings, but of course everyone saw that the Vikings just fired their defensive coordinator because their defense sucks. So,
Trash.
so that plays a big part in why Danny Downs played well, but you still got to talk about those weapons that a lot of people say he doesn't have. Like Joe said, those weapons actually showed up in the game that mattered, and
You know they dropped the pass.
we could talk about elite receivers in the game, but a lot of people who we believe is an elite receiver didn't really have a big mark in that game, and that's Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson didn't have a big game when he should have. Um, and of course, there are other reasons that why that happened, but the Giants' defense is nothing to be played with either. Their defense has definitely stepped up. They have a really good defense this year. I believe their secondary is back healthy. So I think that's I think that's what it is for me. Why I'm thinking the game's gonna be actually close. Plus, it's a division game. I understand it's a third game, but it's a division game, and the last game was close, even though they didn't play. So I think it's going to be a little different now because they are playing. Saquon is Saquon. There's not really much I can really say about Saquon. He's one of the best running backs in the league. So I think it's going to be a good game. But I do expect the Eagles to win this game. I do think they're going to win by 6 points. But like I said, if they win by a big margin, it'll be 7-10. I don't think it's going to be 2 touchdowns.
All right. All right, yeah, the Eagles are a big favorite. I think they're 7.5 favorites in this game. You know, it's hard to beat 3 teams. Hard to beat a team 3 times.
Is it really? It's not.
really
It's not that. It's not that hard.
It's hard.
It's
unless
not
you're
that hard.
49ers.
Just because we blew them out, don't mean it's easy for everybody.
But the Flowers were struggling, and then it took somebody having a dirty play, and they just went crazy on them. But look,
yeah.
AJ, I'm getting 2008 vibes, man.
Come on, man.
So
Come on, man.
look, hear me out, AJ. I'm
Okay.
It's no disrespect to y'all, all right? This is all my gut feeling I'm going with right here. I'm going with the Giants, all right? And
To win the game?
This is why I'm picking the Giants, all right? Dexter Lawrence, Leonard Williams, Kayvon Thibodeau. Lane Johnson is hurt. He's playing, but he's hurt. He's not 100%. Jalen Hurts is hurt. Y'all just play. I know you say y'all had a vanilla game plan, but that was a must-win game for y'all, knowing because y'all needed that to get the number 1 seed. And Jalen Hurts came back from an injury. So y'all needed to win that game. So with the Giants' third-string quarterback, and it took an onside kick. It came down to an onside kick for y'all to win. So we gotta pay attention to that. And look, that front set, you watched the game, they were giving Hurts a little trouble. All right. So
They was.
I'm gonna roll to the Giants because of that. I do think offensively, all right, the best way to get the Eagles off balance is quick passes, off the jump from the game. I think Daniel Jones and Thibodeau and Brian Daboll would do that. And if Joe picked the Giants, AJ, y'all winning this.
That's what I was laughing at. That's funny.
Yeah, but look, I picked the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat the Cowboys, and what happened? Okay, look, and I put a parlay in if they don't get the defensive touchdown. That's how they ended the game. So look, I think if they end up beating y'all, right, we're gonna look back and say Brian Daboll outcoached Nick, your boy Nick at night, right? So I like Brian Daboll. He gets his teams ready. The Giants, the type of team that if it's a close game, they can pull it through. They won a lot of close games this year. So did y'all. All right, when y'all not a lot, but because y'all didn't have a lot of close games. When y'all were close, y'all did pull them off. So the Giants are hard to beat 3 times. 2007, 2008 season. The Cowboys were in y'all position, number 1 seed. They put up 31 on the Giants in the regular season, 45 on the Giants in the regular season. Giants met them in the division round, upset the Cowboys. All right, so I'm thinking it's literally the same situation. Kind of, the defense was better, but they still have a good defensive line today. Daniel Jones and Eli Manning are turnover-prone quarterbacks who actually cleaned up for that 1 year. All right, so and the Giants are in rhythm. That's my last point. They're in rhythm while y'all not. So y'all got a week off. Jalen Hurts, I don't know how he gonna look. So yeah, man, I think y'all gonna start off slow, and the Giants gonna just maintain that lead. I think y'all gonna start off slow, and y'all gonna be climbing back, gaining momentum,